everybody and welcome to One Player. Today we're back with another Onirim Expansion, and today it is the Glyphs expansion number 2, in which we have introduced 4 new door cards into our deck and 8 new glyph cards with a special ability that enables us to search the deck for a door once we discard a glyph card and place it, capture it immediately. Now, it seems like the rules recommend that you play this in conjunction with the previous expansion, the Books Lost and Found, although they do say you can play it by itself as well, so that's what I plan to do. Maybe do alone, expansion number 2 by itself, and then we'll go ahead and combine the expansions as we go. So, the gameplay, very similar. I've got 5 cards, and I've drawn a base hand of 5, and actually they're not bad. I've got 4 white cards immediately. So, as we know, we'll start playing these down one at once. The symbols cannot match 2 in a row, and I've got very lucky there because I just discarded 3 white cards all in a row. I'll pick my last card here, and then I've got to go and find the white door. Now you might ask, well, what's the challenge in that? So there's 4 more doors, big whoop. Well, the challenge is, I suppose, the ratio of the ratio of location cards to doors has just decreased. So if you think about it, we're adding 4 new doors, each of which need 3 cards of that same color, but we're only adding 2 cards of that same color into the deck. Hence the ratio slightly reduced, not by much. And you can imagine that if we do play this with the first expansion and we're having to get them all in order, I'm going to have to get 12 doors all in order. There's going to be a lot of cards up to capture. So that's, I think, where the complexity is added. I mean, actually, it's quite a simple addition. But I think what we'll do, the nice thing, the first time we draw a glyph card, I'll go over the actual glyph rules themselves. This should be relatively straightforward though. Now, I cannot play a sun, unfortunately, so that makes me think I might just discard this red sun and see what happens. It's another red sun. Well, that's fine. You know what I think I'm going to do then? I'm going to place this, and then we've got a nice 3 red combo in our hand. Here we are. Here's a glyph card. The glyph card, you can see, has a different symbol. It's got this like little swirly swirl instead of the star moon key that we're used to in the original base set. Now what I can do, if I discard this card, is I can search the top 5 cards of the deck. If there's a door in there, I get to add it to my collection. If not, I put those cards in the bottom. So I don't lose them, which is good. I just get to place them on the bottom. So this, I think, is what I will do. I mean, why not? It's a good opportunity just to get a free door. So let's see if we can get 2, 3, 5. So I pull a nightmare card in there, but no doors. So I'm going to shuffle these and actually just put this on the bottom, and then place that on the bottom there. So no luck for our first glyph discard. But that's okay. I just pulled a door, so I can discard this red key, and there you go. So now I don't need to do my red triple here. Well, I suppose I do. I've still got 1 more left in the deck, but, you know. Now what? Got a bit of an interesting hand, because I don't really have any direct route to a door just yet. I must say there's going to be probably a couple of things unfortunate about this video. One is, at the sight of the first snowflake in Seattle, I literally got a cold. And secondly, I've lost my microphone, so this is why we can't have nice things. I'm talking directly into the camera, and I apologize if the audio is a little lower quality than usual. I have another microphone on the way because I just honestly have no idea what happened to it. With that said, let's crack on. We shall, I think, we shall place down a red sun. Let's just try to tidy up those red. We've got a blue door, which is going to go in limbo, and then get shuffled back into the deck, because I did not pull a blue key. And we've still only got red suns, so let's just discard one and see what happens. There we go. See, that's better. We'll put down that red key, we'll put down a red sun, and we will go find our second red door. Now, second of 3, I should remember, not of 2. So we do still, doesn't mean that the red cards are all done yet. I do still need to get one more. Well, next protocol does look like white is going to be another good option. However, I've got another sun situation. So... I guess I'll discard one of these. I've got a green key, which I don't really want to discard at all. I don't really want to discard white cards either per se, given that I did discard a white glyph, and it was fruitless. Although I should mention that no matter what the colour of the glyph you discard, you can still claim any door that comes up, so it doesn't necessarily need to be a white door if I discard a white glyph for me to put it in my collection, which is good. That would be very specific and quite difficult to predict. I don't like to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, that was the worst. Okay, so... I could discard this key and trigger a prophecy and just check the top few cards and see what's next. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So this is the trigger the prophecy. I don't actually think I came across this rule last game. I didn't actually find the need for it. But what I do is I discard a key, I get 5 cards, and then, well, that's interesting. Alright, so I know I'm going to come up against a nightmare. I have to discard one of these cards, and then the other 4 go back on the top. So I'm going to discard this one. Now if I pull the door, and then the key, then I will be able to claim the door right away. And then I suppose I can just discard my hand to deal with the nightmare. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, okay. So, with that complete, I've pulled a door, that goes in limbo. I pull a key, which I can then discard to claim the door. Ka-ching. And then I pull the nightmare, to which I say, fine, I'll get rid of my hand of white cards. I only now need 1 more, and I'll pull another 5 out of the deck. And that seemed to work out okay. Now I think we should maybe concentrate on the blues, given that I did discard a couple. So let's go with this moon here. Oh my gosh, all these red suns, get out. A blue sun and a nightmare, to which I say, discard everything and start again. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's fine because I've got a blue key, and thus will complete my first blue door in the series. Oh my gosh, look at those nightmares together. I'm going to have to shuffle this, otherwise that is going to be hellish. Okay, we're making progress. What have we got? 5 out of, what did I say? There's 12 doors now, so we're nearly halfway. And we've got this nice green combo as well. Oh, I need to pull a card. Oh, well, there you go. We've got a nice green combo, and I can play my suns right away. So we've got a sun. I nearly played it down just to wee. And a green glyph. Interesting. I'll hang on to that, you know. I mean, we've got a green door in our hand, so there's no need to rush. We've also got a green key, which will fend away any nightmares. So I think I'm just gonna, another green card, interesting. I think I'm just gonna claim the green door like that. Green, green, green door. Now we are officially halfway. And then a part of me wants to play the glyph, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's just search, shall we? 1, 2, 3, oh my gosh, 4, okay, didn't do it. Oh, wow. Okay, so actually what I've just done is pretty good, because I've just postponed an absolutely terrible run of cards. So that glyph didn't do me bad. Now they're all on the bottom, and let's just hope we don't encounter them again until the end of the game. Now then, I've got a green sun currently on the top of the deck. I've got a green sun and a green key here. I've got a blue sun and a blue key here. It's about the same, isn't it? I suppose there's slightly higher chances that there's a blue card coming up. I hate to play a key just willy-nilly, but I think I'm going to do it. And it's a red sun, so that doesn't help anybody. We'll place down this blue sun. And we've got ourselves a red glyph. With which, again, I think I'm going to search. Because I don't see why not. It seems like whenever I have the chance to use that ability, I should. Once again, nothing fruitful is coming from it, so we'll just throw those on the bottom. Don't really care about the order, to be honest. And another red glyph card, which I suppose I'll just, yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please have a door. Anybody. Well, at least now we know where all the nightmares are living, which is at the bottom of the deck, so we'll just keep going with that, shall we? Here's a blue key which I can finish off that door with, so I'll do that. And then we'll give this a good shuffle, and we know that there is, oh my gosh, so many nightmares waiting for us in here. Is there actually any doors in this deck anymore? Yes, there are. Oh, the next 2 cards were doors, so that's pretty funny. I think the rule is that if we glyph and we pull 5 cards, we're only able to claim 1 door from it, rather than, like, you know, if we got lucky and got 1, 2, 2, 3, or 4, or even 5 doors in a row, we couldn't just put them all down and, you know, immediately win the game. Unfortunately. All right. I have to draw, and you know what? That looks like a green. Looks like a green door to me. Let's play a green. I'm going to start another little row here. So let's play another green sun and a green key, because that makes me a bit nervous. Okay, that's good. And a green sun, and we've got 1 more green door. So we haven't completed any colors yet, but we're chugging along, I think. Green door. There we go. So that's 8. Now we've got 4 more doors to find. 1 of actually each color, funnily enough. So that's quite interesting how that's worked out. We've kind of completed the base game, but are still yet to meet the additional victory condition of the expansion, which is all of the glyph doors should be placed down as well. So then, shall we go hunting for a red door, perhaps? Oh, I can't play that one, of course. I can play this one, though. That's 1. There's a red door, and that goes in my limbo pile, and fortunately I do not get to claim it. For alas, I have no red key. Now then, I suppose we'll do this and hope that this is, oh, a red key. Quite perfect, in fact, I hear you say. That was fortuitous indeed. And now we have... Did I shuffle the red door right to the top? I did. That's pretty funny. So I pulled it, put it in limbo, and then just shuffled it right back to the top again. So now we have completed the red door set, and that means that we can, if we do come across any more red cards, start just getting rid of them as we so wish. Now then, I've got a nice route to a blue door here. I believe I'm probably going to pull a nightmare out of this. I mean, I feel like our chances are getting... Okay, wow, I wasn't expecting to be able to do that without getting a nightmare. So we've got a blue door. That is the blue doors done. The final glyph door there. And we're just looking for a white and a green. Deck's getting smaller. And yeah, let's see how many nightmares we've gone through. 1, 2, 2. So there is 6 left in there. Which, yeah. Now the tricky thing about discarding these glyphs now is that they're actually the colours that I want. So I actually kind of want to keep this card in my hand because I need it to make a green door. Alright, oh, you know what? I've only got 4 cards. Oh, there you go. Shoot. Alright, well then, in that case, right, well, do I think I'm going to, if I discard these cards, am I going to have a worse time if I discard 5 of these? I don't know. I'm too congested to do probabilities. Let's do the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? That's okay. And this one gets shuffled back in, I think, because it's a nightmare. So this one goes to the discard, and then I pull another one, which is a door card, so that goes into limbo. I pull another one, and it's a red moon, so that does nothing. And then this door gets shoved back in as well. Okay, I think that was how that turn should have gone. Yeah, that's a shuffle right there. So we are still left with 2 glyph cards in our hand, and we have a couple of chaff cards in our red and blue here. So let's just get rid of this red moon and see what happens. It's a blue moon. So we'll get rid of the blue moon and see what happens as well. It's a nightmare, and maybe I should be utilizing the glyphs so I can send the nightmares to the bottom again. Oof, okay. Bit nervous now. I think I'm going to do the same thing though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these stay. These go. These get shuffled back in, right? Yeah. And this one goes, and I pull another one, and it's a nightmare. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or do I just get rid of my hand? No, I think I'm going to start using the glyphs, so I think these will actually be quite valuable. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that is a bit of a nightmare though, isn't it? Because I'm going to get rid of these 2 green cards, which I kind of desperately need, and my deck is looking very thin at the moment. Very thin indeed. Let's just... Okay. Right. At this point, I have a direct route to... I have a direct route to a white door. If I discard this green glyph, it would allow me to look through the deck to make sure there's nothing going to interrupt that. No, it wouldn't, because then I have to put them on the bottom. So actually it just gives me a chance to get a door, which I suppose is somewhat likely now that I've got, what? I've got 2 doors I'm looking for, and I've only got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've only got 12 cards, so it's pretty likely that there is a door on the top. And so if I get a door and some nightmares, then that would be really good. I can get my door out and place the nightmares on the bottom. I talked myself into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, thank goodness for that. Okay, there is a door, and it is a white door. So that means the white glyph in our hand will actually come in useful, because these four will go on the bottom. And then once I pull this card, as long as it's not a nightmare, which it isn't, it's another glyph, I will discard said glyph and look at the top 5 again. Nightmare, nightmare. Oh, please be a green door. Yes! I can place this green door in play, and these nightmares go on the bottom, and that is the victory condition met. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 doors placed on the table, and with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards to go, of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were nightmares, I'd say we've done that by the hair on our chinny chin. Is that the phrase? Skin of the tooth skin? Skin of your teeth. We've done it. We've collected all the doors necessary. That is Onirim Expansion number 2, the Glyphs. Just an extra little opportunity, or an extra little rule to add on, and a couple extra cards. I mean, it does make it a little bit harder, I think, you know, to get those extra doors, to add the complexity of the extra rule of the glyph. Yeah, I'm into it. I might play this. I like this one. It's less of a seismic shift than the Book of Steps Lost and Found. You know, that really does change the game in terms of you have to plan according to the, you know, the goal cards. This one is a little more forgiving, if you will. There is more doors to collect, but you get to do it in the order you want, and with the tactics and the strategy you want as well. Well, that's going to be it from me. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do not forget to drop a like, hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. I am planning to go through the whole book of Onirim Expansions, and we'll play them all, and then maybe do some, you know, wild and wonderful combinations as well. And yeah, so hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you again here soon. That's going to be it from me. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later.